prompt was, confess your most diabolical decisions and await your prison sentence. These are 100% anonymous, by the way, so I don't know what we're gonna get. Once I had a dream I was banging my mom, my father had came in, and I was basically cucking him. This is a crazy start. This is a ridiculous start. You have to explain this. How does one cuck their parents? Explain this for me. Somebody please elaborate. Who was doing the cucking and who was doing the fucking? That is the question at hand here. Who was doing what? What were the roles? You could say the obvious, right? Your family tree's a wreath. You know what I mean? Your baby's gonna have 3 heads. But you and your parents gotta set some boundaries, okay? If you're sleep cucking, are you dead ass? Alright, as far as sentencing go, for an offense such as this, unfortunately, I'm going to have to place the sentence at 2 consecutive 25-year sentences, with a possibility of getting out on good behavior. No, because the first offense is dreaming, right? The first offense is dreaming about banging your mother. The second offense is effectively cucking your father, so we're going to place this at a 50-year minimum. See number 3. I got essay by my uncle. Wow. I don't know what to say, like, I can't say much. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that you got essayed by your uncle. I'm sorry. I don't know what you want me to tell you, bro. Like, you should probably get your get back, to be honest with you. I don't know. Like, you should probably, like, essay him back. I don't know. I'm sorry this happened to you. My friends found the house of a lady that raped me when I was a kid and burnt it down. She survived with some burns. I wasn't aware of this till 2 years later, and I found out she died, and all my friends told me it was them. Is this W Friends? Is this, yeah, I feel this, yeah, this may be W Friends, yeah. I used to play house with my cousins and grandma. One day she let me hit. I was 10. Until last year during Christmas dinner, she was nagging me about bad grades. So in front of the whole family, I snapped at her and yelled, okay, but you didn't care about my grades when I was cracking you. She died this year and my parents threw her ashes in the toilet. Oh my God. W Grandma. Homie just figured out that his shaboing boing was in existence, right? And Gramps let him hit. Gramps let him, you know what I mean? What do they say? Just because the rapper's wrinkle don't mean the candy ain't sweet. I do it anyway. 8 to 80, blind, cripple, or crazy. That's what he said. So let's break this down in terms of a prison sentence, right? Because in all actuality, I don't think that anything wrong actually happened here, right? I don't think that anything wrong was going on, right? Like, they were playing house with his cousins and grandma, and, you know what I mean, she let him do the do. Now, obviously, this is an absolutely wild thing to say to your grandmother, okay, you didn't care about my grades when I was cracking you, right? Even if it was, you know, in Sims, or they were playing house, or whatever the case is, right? But for this kid, I mean, for the statement, I give him a year, maybe. The grandma, what's the statutory minimum, right? Oh, life imprisonment. Oh, okay, so the grandma gets life. That's pretty simple. All I'm saying is that when he was playing with his grandmother, obviously nothing happened, right? But grandma played, like, she played her role, whatever that role was at the time. Was it the most appropriate thing to do? Absolutely not. Definitely not. No way in hell was this cool for her to do. But she played her role. Yeah, she's gotta get life. She's gotta get life. I decided to choke my chicken in the middle of class to my teacher. She's bad. Brother, you're cooked. You decided to choke your chicken in the middle of class to your teacher? I would like to know, what technique were you using? You know what I mean? Like, were you using the, you know what I mean, bent over? Or were you just leaning back in your chair, ding-dong in your wing-wong, to your teacher in the middle of class? The pocket stroke? I've never heard, I'm not familiar. What's the pocket stroke? I feel like he used, like, the skin around pinch method, because he's gotta be discreet. Like, he can't get his RPMs up. His RPMs gotta stay below, like, a stroke per second. It's gotta stay below a stroke per second. Let's see. No, because this is on par with parents. No, he's gotta get 20. 20 years. The first one we had was still the worst. I went on a blind date with a You went on a blind date? Okay. 10-year what? 10-year what? I'm sorry. Firing squad. I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. Brother, 10? This is completely different. This is a completely different scenario than Grandma. Ezekiel in the chat was good. No, Ezekiel's not in the chat. He's on Twitch. Pull up over. This is completely different than Grandma playing house, okay? You went on a blind date. How? Wait, first of all, how, right? How did you go on a blind date with a 10-year? How? How did you set this up? What do you mean? Brother, I know who you are. Do you know what I mean? You went on a blind date with a 10-year? No. You are not a .docs, not a .excel. You are a PDF file. So there was this one time, one of my boys' little brother got jumped over a girl. So for context, my boy's little bro and the kid who jumped him were about 14, and I'm not going to confirm my age because I need no legal trouble. Brother, you name dropped yourself. But I was graduated from school. So me, my boy, and my little brother went and beat the dog piss out of this kid, stole his Crocs and his chain. Jacob, brother. Brother, I feel you may have tweaked with this one a little bit. I fear I need some context. For right now, Jacob, I fear you may have crashed out on this one. I'm not going to lie to you. I fear you may have crashed out. I fear you may have tweaked. If you were graduated, that means you were about 18. I'm thinking about when I was 18, like, my boy's little brother got jumped over a girl. I mean, if the kids were that much older than the little brother, like, if they beat somebody's ass who were younger than him, then it's justified. I fucked. booked my best friend's BBW-ass grandma when he went to the corner store. It's just him and his grandma. She came onto me first, though. We kept it going for a few months before she ended up passing away. She ended up handing me the house, and I got her life insurance, death benefit, and investment accounts. Just told bro I wanted some secure future for him. Now we both live here, and I'm helping pay for his couch. He's almost done, just one more year, and I can kick him out so he can go on and start his own life. I got a massive W just for fucking his grandma. Kind of feel bad for taking what was his, but shit, living good, man. Brother, this is not W Mans. Listen, let me explain something to you, brother. You are not a W Mans. You pulled up on bro. You cracked his grandmother. You took everything that was supposed to go to him, and now you sunned your best friend in the worst way possible. Like, this is literally, you literally ruined bro's life. You literally became bro's stepdad, effectively. You literally became bro's stepdad. Definition of an L-Mans. I can't even do this. I don't even know what to say. I was working at McDonald's. I worked in the back for drive-thru. One day, I had a bossy, sassy girl wanting ice cream. I told her to wait as I was new. I had new ice cream while she waited. I rubbed a quick one out in the bathroom. I came on her ice cream and handed it to her. I quit the next day. What would compel you to do this? Brother, you're the frosted fondler. I don't know what to say. You're a vanilla villain. A chocolate chicken choker. Wait, actually, pause that. But yeah, major pause on that. But it's like, bro, you had a bossy, sassy girl wanting ice cream, so you nutted on her ice cream and handed it to her? Yeah, brother, this is SA. This is like statutory SA. How would you feel if someone nutted in your ice cream? Just for having a bad day, just for being in a rush. How would you feel? How would you feel if you went to McDonald's and you were in a rush and you're like, bro, just put the fries in the bag, and then bro nutted on your fries? Brother's the McNutter. You could say it was made with a lot of McLovin. You could say she got a family meal. Am I the asshole for beating up the disabled kid in my school after he was talking about my parents posting slanderous things about me online? Slightly, because he's slightly cooked. So yeah, I gotta give you 2 years for that. I got caught jorking it in the school bathroom, and the guy who caught me threw a trash can above the stall, so I found out where he lived and stabbed him twice. So to this day, no one knows it was me. Am I in the wrong? Yes, brother, you are in the wrong. Let me explain something to you. Yeah, brother just confessed to like an actual crime on here, which is absolutely crazy. Like this is actually a crime, right? So let's handle this like professionals, right? Let's try to be professional about this thing. There's only one reasonable response to catching someone, rubbing one out in the school bathroom, right? And that is to bully them. That's the only reasonable response, right? Because if you tell on them, you can tell on them too, right? But the only reasonable response when you find someone rubbing one out in the school bathroom is to bully them. And that's exactly what this man did to you. He did exactly what he was supposed to do, right? If you catch somebody doing something that diabolical, you're supposed to throw a trash can over the stall, so you stop, right? What's he supposed to say? Hey, stop spanking your shit in there. What's he supposed to say? No, he's not supposed to say anything. Hey, take that dick out your hand. He can't say that, okay? It's weird. It throws off the equilibrium, okay? Y'all are just two dudes in a bathroom. So then you pull up to his crib and you actually poke him? Like, whatever the crime is for assault with a deadly weapon, that's what you're getting. I slimed out my grape-ist when some of my cousins took me on a drive-by for that one purpose, top 5 days of my life. This is a W. This is indeed a W. This is indeed a W. I'm sorry, right? To be honest, yeah, thank you, Creeper. To be honest, very, very much a W. Very, very much a W. I'm not mad at it at all. I'm not sick about it at all. Let's keep it pushing. I was zoning out in class, so I ended up falling asleep and dreamed of banging my teacher with all of my other teachers watching. Like, somebody said, who hasn't, right? Like, you know what I mean? Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Have a great night, and I will see y'all on Wednesday.